Oh, by the way, to the three cops that attacked me in the 128, with all these cops that assaulted me, right? Do you guys understand when you're on the job, when when you're working on the job, you will have a camera on you that is supposed to be on every time that you're on duty, every time you go out on call, every time it don't turn off so it watches you to make sure that you're doing your job protecting and serving. But I'm telling you, all these camps are gonna it's gonna but the judge in the Bangor, I assaulted 14 officers when I was 17? Because my brother was 14 and ran from Acadia and ran up on to me and trying to ask for help. I told him to get the fuck back in there. He needed to say, you need help, bro. Like, go back, do your time, and get the fuck out. But no. So he made a call to Crystal James, that was living in Augusta at the time. I was leaving, it was Misty and Jeremy's house on 2nd Street. And Paul Miller, he was living in there years after. But yeah, fuck him too. But anyhow, Kelvin Weston. But anyway, I went down and he used a fake name. The officer punched my brother in the mouth. First of all, he didn't do fucking nothing. He ran from Acadia and he used a false name. Doesn't mean you punch him in his mouth. So the Acadia guy with 450 pounds was trying to hold me back. Motherfucker, I just saw that motherfucker officer fucking punch my brother in the mouth. For what reason? Oh, because he's using a fake name. Well, first of all, that's not a reason to punch a civilian in the mouth. So I retaliated. This punk ass bitch wanted to sit there and try to throw me over a fence. Didn't you, motherfucking bitch? Didn't I show you who was fucking smaller than me, jackass? And then 14 officers were jumping on top of me as I had one arm and swinging and had two of my legs swinging and threw all of them over me, over my fucking head. As you had my back, you had my fucking arm because I was fucking laying back at you because I fucking pushed off the fence. And yeah, your fat ass went fucking falling down, didn't it, bunch? Bitch. You said, oh, I'm gonna throw you over the fence. Oh, really, huh? And I fucking let you think that you was going, and then I and pushed backwards. And my power is so strong that you went backwards. I landed on you. So the 14 officers, right? And let me tell you how this gonna go, because it already happened to me when I was 18 years old. It's discrimination, and the judge from Bangor, Maine will tell you she didn't want this coming because she's getting too old, and she's getting older, and she has no, she doesn't want to get to a new occupation because the older she's getting, it's going to be harder for her. But yeah, she didn't want this to happen because all my life I've been discriminating on because of me and my personality and who I am. But she'll tell you she didn't want this to happen. But I will tell you exactly what's going to go on when I hit the courtroom. Is exactly what she did. Ryan, I've talked to all these officers one by one, and I looked at the tape, watch the recordings, but it still don't make sense. Why? I've known you, Ryan, all your life, and you never retaliate. I know you have anger issues, and you get pissed, and when you get pissed, don't fuck around. But I still don't see what triggered you to go go ballistic? And she was like, Ryan, I've already saw the tapes. I saw them. I talked to them. But you're in the courtroom now. Would you tell me what transpired? And I told her exactly what transpired. I told her exactly what they did, what Justin did, and how I retaliated. So I didn't leave me out. I didn't leave anything out. I told her everything. What they did, what Justin did, and I did. She was like, all right, recess. She went and watched the videos again. She comes back out. She goes, yeah, Ryan, no more said, because everything you said was on point. You not only say what they did, you not only say what Justin did, but you also said exactly what you did. And I'm watching the footage, and it's like you had a scene in your head, because everything that you said, everything that transpired, spot on. So she goes, Brian, I want you to listen to this. And she put the 14 officers that caused mayhem and chaos, and suspended them for 2 weeks because they weren't protecting or serving. They were taking advantage, and they were power tripping on the power they don't fucking have. So she said, Ryan, and then she was like, officers, go packing. Oh, no, don't leave yet. Ryan, stand up. I want you to hear this. She goes, I want the cops to hear this. So, Ryan, good job pointing out the crooked cops. Good job for pointing out the criminal cops, the ones that use and abuse their authority. Good job for sticking up for family. She said, now, Ryan, you can go home. Officers, go to the office, change the clothes. You're suspended for 2 weeks with no pay. That's exactly what's going to happen when I hit court. But the power is going to be handed to me because of what you're doing. And the judge in Bangor, Maine is going to tell you, you guys fucked up. And what the fuck did you do to Ryan to piss him off so fucking bad? Because now Ryan has a fucking word under his fucking belt. Because you guys discriminate him, you guys keep on doing your shit. So, Bangor, if you want a raise, you want a judge, we're going to kick this judge out of Florida. And you can get a pay raise. You can get back up here. And like I said, if you want to use and abuse your authority, I could fire your ass too. Don't forget that. But like I said, you guys have cams on every time you go out and do your duty. So your mouth your mouth is not going to add up to the tapes that are being recorded when you go out and coast. And Red Roof has cameras too. When you assaulted me, there was one right up above me. The white cop told you, what the fuck are you doing? You just fucking assaulted him. And the black cop was like, son up, you can't go, and I can call for Mecca. The one from Houston, right, bitch? You're 600 pounds now because you're too fat and slow. You will eat like coffee and donuts. Right? So all these black people, I'm not racist. You is though. You are the biggest problem we're having. You have the biggest ego with that. And the cops do too. It's just the black people, you think you own everything. You think you're top shit when you're not. This world will spin around without you. Now, You guys are racist. You guys hate on white people. I don't know why. You guys think black people run this shit. No, they don't. We run this shit. And the last time I knew, the president was white, not black. So, doesn't that tell you who's running shit? And he's running it like shit too. Because he's a racist. Donald Trump, he is racist. And you can say whatever you want, but that's my opinion. I don't like him. He's a billionaire and trying to cash in to make more money. He was building up the walls, building this, building that. And since you took over the White House, you made it worse there, Donald Trump, because you're a scumbag. I don't give a shit who you is. You're an old nasty fucking hag. You're only worried about yourself, nobody else. So when people get out of the gutter, and you can worry about you and love yourself a little bit more, but understand you gotta care for other people. Because if you don't have the other people, you can go to work all day long, but how the fuck are you gonna get paid? If we have no people, we have no humans, we have nobody here. You can go to work all day, but how are you gonna get paid? You can have 15,000 houses, but how are you going to get paid? How are you going to rent those apartments out if you have nobody? Like I said, you fucking measles. You need to get in check because black life don't matter. White life don't matter. All life matters, black and white. So when you start realizing that black community, then you understand life and be living life to the fullest and be living life. But you guys have an ego. But do you guys know statistically you live off the state? You guys live off the states more than the white people do, statistically. You have 15 kids there, but you don't know any of the dads, but you want to use the state and they give you what, $300 $200 a kid, so you're getting paid for, so you're just fucking and chucking, but you get pregnant and the state pays you. They are not holding you accountable, so you don't want to be there for the kid, but you want to hock up a chuck and get a kid out, so you're neglecting your child. That is breaking the law. So why are you getting paid from the government? Why is the state paying you? You guys are the biggest issue because you guys use and abuse the system more than white people do. Do white people use and abuse? Yes, they do. But there is more black people that uses and abuse. Does it make it right? No, it doesn't. You guys all need to get correct. I have a disability, right? And you're discriminating me. But do you realize I don't sit on my ass? I go to work every day. I don't use and abuse the system. The system helps me. So when I do bounce into a seizure, I still can live it and try to get myself back to myself. You guys want to use and abuse. And your food stamps don't even go to your kids. Your food stamps go to your drug habits, black community. Then you're doing drugs like Burger King with a orange car, the black car. Want to do a drug deal in Burger King parking lot? Yeah, do you want to do it? Yeah, and you guys are so fucking stupid. But you guys are the problem, not us. I is not the problem. You need to get right with yourself so you can be right with everybody else. You're hating white people and you're a Nazi for what? Because you're using and abusing the state. Doesn't that show you how dirty and wretched you guys are? Now, am I saying all black people do that? No, I'm not. Am I saying most of you? And statistically, it's I don't know the numbers right off my head, but it's like say a ratio of 40 and 40 of the white, and then uh, the black is like 80, something like that. So we do have good people out here, but they're so rare and so raw to find because spoiled little brats, when you sit there and yeah, basically they're feeding you, spoiled little brats, you do whatever they pay you dollars, right? That's how dirty money is. All you have to do is pay somebody, and they'll even carry the lies for you. They don't give a fuck about their dignity. They just care about their fucking money. Doesn't that show you how dirty money is? And money is the dirtiest fucking thing. It's paper. It's fake money. But you know who gets fingered the most? And you know who the biggest sluts are? Money. Because they get fingered the most. So like I said, black community, get yourself checked and corrected. Don't wreck your ship. Don't come at white people if your ship is not corrected. Because, yeah, white people, we might have faults. I don't, but we might have faults. But nowhere close as many faults that you do. So, like I said, oh, and black people, stop trying to be white. You're wearing your pants upright. So you're wearing it right. So stop trying to be white. Doesn't your race wig your clothes to wear it down past their ass? And those short shirts so your ass is showing out. Nasty motherfucking humans. If you're gonna wankster your pants once you buy a shirt long enough to cover your dirty ass motherfuckers. Like I said, stop trying to be white. Be black. I'm comfortable in my skin, comfortable in my color. Now, shut your fucking mouth. Be comfortable in yours. I'm not racist. You guys are. Like I said, we all deserve to be here. Not one kind, not one race, not one community. We all deserve to be here. Pigeons that fly low and flock and dirty, the rotten fruits, they're gonna fall down the fall down the tree. Not so slow, but it starts. They're fresh apples. They're delicious and beautiful apples, and amazing, delicious. It starts with this one, and an apple orchard. We're gonna have full of good people. So now the females have good men to choose from. Good men have good ladies to choose from. It's not about it's not just about one kind. It's about all of us. And the queen princess starts with us. We spread the love. People are gonna be jealous. They are jealous now anyway. But we show us both love. They're gonna be jealous more. And they're gonna be jealous so much that they're gonna finally get a hint that relationships are better than whoring the fuck around. And it sure is. So, just because I'm not a whore, I'm not a slut, I don't sleep around. Do you realize I haven't slept with nobody out in Kingsland? So, I'm a virgin out here. I don't give a fuck. Most of you guys are dirty as fuck. I don't have time or energy to serve you. So, like I said, I don't flock with pigeons that shit on people. I ride or die with eagles that fly high, solo, alone. They're talking about ideas. They're not bitching about money. They're not bitching about things. They're coming up with ideas to create more money for themselves. Their wealthiness. But we over here are rich at heart. We're not scumbags. Because most of you guys are rich. You're wealthy. but you're scumbag in the heart. You're not rich. Rich is when you have a heart to go with the wealthiness. Now that's being rich all the way around. And you got a rich one around you, for you. And not, I'm waiting for you, but I'm chasing power too. So regardless, I'm gonna win every single time. Because losers and clowns don't ever win. Winners always win. Because we don't clown the fuck out. We don't fuck around with clowns. And we're living in a world that loves fake people, but the good and real people get hated. I'm from an area code where people that were fake got hated, and the real got loved. The real got cherished. The fake, the granite bullshit they were doing, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Like I said, it's my world now, motherfucker. So wake up. Rockstar, SG New, sheriff in town. How do you like that, Kingsland Police Department? You bitch.